Hey guys, welcome back. Or should I welcome myself back since it's been about a year since I've put something up? Sorry about that. School has been extremely time consuming as well as work. And now that this virus thing has started happening, I have a little more free time at home. I am, however, still doing my gunsmith schooling at home, working on projects from home. It's not too easy without instructor help, in person, but we're making do. This is a replay from one of my games yesterday, and it brought up a good question in my mind. This is the premium AUBL slash 74 HVG. I believe it's 8.0. And do you guys think these types of premiums are good for the game? Not just that, do you guys think that these types of vehicles are good for the game? When I say these types of vehicles, I'm specifically referring to really, really fast tank destroyers. Now, I know this and others may not specifically be classified as tank destroyers, but let's be honest, they are. The AUBL, the Centauro, the Ruicat, not the Bradley type vehicles, the BMPs, I don't really consider those, but when you look at all these wheeled vehicles that have an extremely high top speed, they have extremely powerful dart guns. I don't know. Do you guys think it's healthy for the game? Because how many times have you been playing an 8.0 or higher match, and before you ever even get to the objectives that are being fought over, you get shot from behind? Like, what's about to happen to these guys right here? Okay, now I know this is me. I'm being kind of scummy. But think about this. These guys just spawned in. They're trying to play the game. They make it about 100 feet out of the freaking spawn, and here I am laying waste. Now, I should be dead 2 times over now. I got extremely lucky with their shot placement, like right there, and right here, nice little juke. I didn't even see the BMP originally. So that's 3 enemies knocked out immediately when the game starts because I was able to flank around the map and get into a position where I could lay down some hate. And I felt bad about it, honestly. The only reason I have this thing is because a long time ago I bought it to help grind the Italian tech tree. And then I never grinded the Italian tech tree. But that's actually one of the reasons most people don't like these vehicles being in the game. I mean, if you look at my lineup, which you'll see later on in the video, this is the only 8.0 Italian that I have. I don't recommend doing something as scummy as buying a high tier premium and then making that the only vehicle in your lineup. Unless you're willing to just constantly get universal backups, which you could do. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess. But it leads to, I think, toxic gameplay a little bit. I was able to knock out 3 tanks, I mean, like a minute and a half into the game, honestly. I don't know if it's healthy for the game, guys. I know it's kind of weird to add all these modern vehicles and not add in something like this, but maybe they don't belong. I know the meta for high tier gameplay or high BR gameplay is not the same as mid and low BR. It's actually completely different. And in my opinion, it's less fun. Almost all the good vehicles, even main battle tanks, are very quick vehicles. They're fast. You used to be able to say they were heavily armored, but now basically every top tier gun goes through every top tier vehicle. Armor means literally nothing. That's why I'm, smacking the piss out of these trees right here. Ignore that. But that's why, the whole meme, no armor is best armor. It doesn't matter if you have armor. It seriously doesn't matter if you have armor. I mean, look at this. Well, feels bad for him. I mean, every single top tier gun, I know this is not top tier, it's 8.0, but you get what I'm saying. The high BR gameplay, it doesn't matter what armor you have. The guns get so good that I can't imagine how much armor you would need to stop a penetrating shot from a dart from like a M1 Abrams. The top tier Abrams, to be specific. Or the top tier Russian or the top tier Swede. I mean, armor means nothing at this point, and I just think that it's kind of turned top tier gameplay into an unfun, grindy. The game's grindy, but it's so expensive. I thought that was a good shot there, but I am about to learn that I should have started moving instead of waiting for reload. Oh well, I had already, I think I get my money's worth out of that brawl in the beginning. I don't know, guys. I just think that, I mean, look at this plane. Do you guys see the plane that I have? This is a C202EC, okay? This should not belong in Tier 8 gameplay, but here I am because it's all I got. I don't really grind the Italians. I felt like playing the AUBL. I mean, I just don't think the top tier gameplay is just healthy at this point. It comes down to entirely who sees who first and who gets the first shot off. If you see someone before they see you and you get the shot on them, unless you just have no idea what you're doing, you should kill them. I mean, it should be a one shot every time. As long as you're playing a tank that's at the right BR and has a decent gun. But you look down at like 4.0, 6.7, I am whiffing real hard right there. If you look at like 4.0 to 6.7, it's a totally different game. I mean, everything's relatively competitive. Of course, there are some good tanks, some bad tanks. Man, I have not played planes in forever. Just so you guys know, I used to play War Thunder years ago, and I took a long break and switched over to wargaming games like tanks and airplanes, or tanks and World of Warships. So forgive the awful shots here. You know, I don't really know what the answer is. Sorry, not wargaming. Other game. Wrong game. Gaijin is never going to remove these vehicles. And I don't know what there is to do about the top tier gameplay being one shot, you know, one kill per vehicle, unless you're super lucky or super bad. Also, do you see this? This is my next highest tier vehicle in this lineup. It's M4. Okay, nice little Sherman on the Italian tech tree. I think it's a 4.7. I mean, this is just, to be fair, what I'm doing here is toxic. It's not very smart, not wise, but I just felt like playing some Italians and getting some, you know, getting some vehicles knocked out. And that required me just throwing the premium on there and doing some grinding. And most of the time, to be fair, I get very unlucky with the flanks, with the AUBL. Most people know it's coming. But I still don't think it makes for healthy gameplay. I know this is not the most exciting game in the world, but I felt like the beginning of it was very telling of how top-tier gameplay turns out a lot of the times. Man, that bounce was serious. This is a completely stock M4 as well. I never played it before till this game, so, you know, it's not like it's going to go anywhere with this thing. But, I don't know, part of me wants to just sit there and play mid-tier because it's more fun and you can actually bounce things and you can have a good time and be slightly competitive. But, you know, if you want to make progress on the tech trees and you want to grind, you're going to have to play higher tier. And that's a BMP dead right here. Tasty. Stock M4 kills a BMP. It's got to feel bad, right? But I think that's pretty much that's the end of the game. Sorry. Big old word jumble. That's pretty much the end of the game. We ended up losing this one, which is sad. Especially since I was able to take out 3 vehicles in the beginning of the game. But it's nice to be making a video for you guys again. Hopefully those of you who actually saw it enjoyed it. And maybe we'll have a conversation down in the comments. Everyone else, you have a great rest of your day. Don't get sick. It's not healthy for you, okay? Take care.